Yehovah, please fill me with the Ruach HaKodesh, that I may speak your written words with boldness to those who listen. I ask all these things in Yeshua HaMashiach's name, amen. Start with the Shema, listen and obey. Children of Yah, pay careful attention and respond. Yehovah is our power and authority. Yehovah works in unity with himself, and you shall act upon your love to Yehovah with your power and authority, with your thoughts and mind, with your entire body, with all the muchness that you have. Hebrews chapter 12. So then, since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, let us too put aside every impediment, that is, the sin which easily hampers our forward movement, and keep running with endurance in the contest set before us, looking away to the initiator and completer of that trusting, Yeshua, who, in exchange for obtaining the joy set before him, endured execution on a stake as a criminal, scorning the shame, and has sat down at the right hand of the throne of God. Yes, think about him who endured such hostility against himself from sinners, so that you won't grow tired or become despondent. You have not resisted to the point of shedding blood in the contest against sin. Also, you have forgotten the counsel which speaks with you as sons. My son, don't despise the discipline of Yehovah, or become despondent when he corrects you. For Yehovah disciplines those he loves, and whips everyone he accepts as a son. Regard your endurance as discipline. God is dealing with you as sons. For what son goes undisciplined by his father? All legitimate sons undergo discipline, so if you don't, you're an illegitimate son and not a true son. Furthermore, we had physical fathers who disciplined us, and we respected them. How much more should we submit to our spiritual Father and live? For they disciplined us only for a short time, and only as best they could. But he disciplines us in a way that provides genuine benefit to us and enables us to share in his holiness. Now, all discipline, while it is happening, does indeed seem painful, not enjoyable. But for those who have been trained by it, it latter produces its peaceful fruit, which is righteousness. So, strengthen your drooping arms and steady your tottering knees, and make a level path for your feet, so that what has been injured will not get wrenched out of joint, but rather be healed. Keep pursuing shalom with everyone and the holiness without which no one will see the Lord. See to it that no one misses out on God's grace, that no root of bitterness springing up causes trouble and thus contaminates many, and that no one is sexually immoral or godless like Esau, who in exchange for a single meal gave up his rights as the firstborn. For you know that afterwards, when he wanted to obtain his father's blessing, he was rejected. Indeed, even though he sought it with tears, his change of heart was to no avail. For you have not come to a tangible mountain, to an ignited fire, to darkness, to murk, to a whirlwind, to the sound of the shofar, to a voice whose words made the hearers beg that no further message needs to be given to them, for they couldn't bear what was being commanded them. If even an animal touches the mountain, it is to be stoned to death. And so terrifying was the sight that Moshe said, "I'm quaking with dread." On the contrary, you have come to Mount Zion, that is, the city of the living God, heavenly Jerusalem, to myriads of angels in festive assembly, to a community of the firstborn whose names have been recorded in heaven, to a judge who is God to a judge who is God of everyone, to spirits of righteous people who have been brought to the goal, to the mediator of a new covenant, Yeshua, and to the sprinkled blood that speaks better things than that of Hevel. See that you don't reject the one speaking. For if those did not escape who rejected him when he gave divine warning on earth, think how much less we will escape if we turn away from him when he warns from heaven. Even then, his voice shook the earth, but now he has made this promise. One more time I will shake not only the earth, but heaven too. And this phrase, one more time, he makes clear the things shaken are removed, since they are created things, so that the things not shaken may remain. Therefore, since we have received an unshakable kingdom, let us have grace, through which we may offer service that will please God, with reverence and fear. For indeed, our God is a consuming fire. The author pulls quite a bit from the Tanakh. Trusting, Habakkuk 2:4. Let's go ahead and turn there. Habakkuk 2:4. Habakkuk, there you are. I thought I found it. Habakkuk 2:4. Look at the proud, he is inwardly not upright, but the righteous will attain life through trusting faithfulness. Next, at the right hand of, become despondent. My son, don't despise the discipline of Jehovah, or become despondent when he corrects you. For Jehovah disciplines those he loves and whips everyone he accepts as a son. Proverbs 3:11 and 12. My son, don't despise Jehovah's discipline or resent his reproof. For Jehovah corrects those he loves like a father who delights in his son. At the right hand of the throne of God, Psalm 110:1. A psalm of David. Jehovah says to my Lord, sit at my right hand until I make your enemies your footstool. Discipline, sons, discipline. Strengthen your drooping arms and steady your tottering knees. Isaiah 35:3. Isaiah 35:3. Strengthen your drooping arms and steady your tottering knees. Make a level path for your feet. Proverbs 4:26. Level the path of your feet. Level the path for your feet. Let all your ways be properly prepared. Root of bitterness. Deuteronomy 29:17. So let there not be among you a man, woman, family, or tribe whose heart turns away today from Jehovah our God, and go to serve the gods of the nations. Let there not be among you a root bearing such bitter poison and wormwood. Dangerous. Even if an animal touches the mountain, it is to be stoned to death. Exodus 19:12 and 13. Exodus 19, 12, and 13. You are to set limits for the people all around and say, "Be careful not to go up to the mountain or even touch its base. Whoever touches the mountain will surely be put to death. No hand is so to touch him. He must be stoned or shot by arrows. Neither animal nor human will be allowed to live. When the shofar sounds, they may go up to the mountain." I am quaking with dread. Deuteronomy 9:19. I was terrified that because of how angry Jehovah was at you, of how heatedly displeased he was, that he would destroy you, but Jehovah listened to me that time too. Amen that he did. One more time I will shake not only the earth, but heaven too. Haggai 2, 6, and 21. Haggai. 2, 6, and 21. For this is what Jehovah Svaot says. It won't be long before one more time I will shake the heavens and the earth, the sea and the dry land. Also verse 21. Tell Zerubbabel, governor of Yehudah, I will shake the heavens and the earth. Our God is a consuming fire. Deuteronomy 4:24. Deuteronomy 4:24. For Jehovah your God is a consuming fire, a jealous God. Deuteronomy 9:3. Therefore understand today that Jehovah your God will himself cross ahead of you as a devouring fire. He will destroy them and bring them down before you. Thus you will drive them out and cause them to perish quickly, as Jehovah has said to you. Lastly, Isaiah 33:14. The sinners of Zion are frightened, trembling has seized the ungodly. Who of us can live with the devouring fire? Who of us can live with eternal burning? How can we learn to love our Creator after reading Hebrews chapter 12? We can learn quite a bit. We can realize we are surrounded by a great cloud of witnesses, and that sin is literally our obstacle for forward movement. Aim to keep running with endurance in the contest set before us, looking to Yeshua, the completer of our trusting. Yeshua, the one who endured execution on a stake as a criminal, the one who sits down at the right hand of the throne of Yah. Remember often the hostility endured by Yeshua so that we won't become discouraged. Know that Yah will discipline his children because he loves us. Aim to regard your endurance as discipline. Yah is dealing with us as sons. Know that if you're not getting whipped, then it is clear you are not a true son. Submit to your spiritual father and live. Know that Yah provides genuine benefit to his children, which enables us to share in his holiness. Trust that being trained by discipline produces its peaceful fruit, which is righteousness. Yah is making your path level for your feet. Trust Yah to heal you when you are injured and weak. Pursue shalom. Keep pursuing shalom with everyone. The holiness, knowing others will see Jehovah. Ask Yah to take out completely any root of bitterness, sexually immortality, or godlessness, acts that are like Esau. Come to Mount Zion, the city of the living Jehovah, heavenly Jerusalem, to angels in festive assembly, to a community of the firstborn whose names are recorded in heaven, to a judge who is Yah of everyone, who is God of everyone, to spirits and people who have been brought to the goal, to a mediator of a new covenant, Yeshua, to the sprinkled blood, except the one speaking, aim to have grace, which we may offer service that we may please Jehovah with reverence and fear. Trust that Jehovah is a consuming fire. How can we love others as Yeshua loves us? We can train by discipline, producing peaceful fruit, which is righteousness. Produce spiritual fruit: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, humility, and self-control. Now can we bear one another's burdens? We can keep pursuing shalom with everyone. End with the Aaronic blessing. Jehovah will kneel before you presenting gifts, and he will guard you with the hedge of protection. Jehovah will illuminate the wholeness of his being toward you, bringing order, and he will provide you with love, sustenance, and friendship. Jehovah will lift up the wholeness of his being and look upon you, and will set in place all you need to be whole and complete. Amen.